For the longest time, I've been hooked to one game and one game only, Minecraft, and I was happy with it. I never understood how people could have dozens of games downloaded and just switch their attention back and forth. How do you not get hooked on one game? I'm used to thinking about Minecraft even when I'm not playing it. I just can't get enough of this game. But about a year ago, I was introduced to a game that has caught my attention and made it onto my desktop, where it now sits right next to Minecraft. And somehow, it was able to show me aspects about Minecraft I never would have thought about otherwise. So what is this game? Let me introduce it to you. This is TF2. When you join a match, you get put on one of two teams that will fight each other to the death, and you could choose to play as one of 9 characters. I like playing as this guy. Spy has a few superpowers. He can turn invisible, disguise as anybody in the game, and one-hit kill anybody if you attack from behind. And somehow, these simple mechanics had such an impression on me that I'm here talking about this game now. Just being able to disguise as the enemy team? I had never seen anything like that before, and I was instantly hooked. But this was nothing compared to what really got me to play TF2 and Spy. I'm talking about... If you've never seen this video, go watch it right now. I'll wait. Seen it? Good. I never thought that a 3-minute animated film could make me fall in love with a character, but when I saw Spy make a your mom joke and then provide photographic evidence, I knew it was love at first sight.
What are you, president of his fan club?
No. That would be your mother.
That's the first thing I learned from this game. You don't just play your character, you become your character. When you play Spy, you become the reason the enemy team constantly has to check their backs. You start to appreciate the French language a little bit more just because the Spy is French. You even start to have dreams of being this character. And after experiencing all of these symptoms, I realized I was embarrassed at first over how much I enjoyed being the Spy. I've never felt anything like that from being labeled a single player or Bedwars player, but apparently this is just a different side to gaming. There's this whole role-playing appeal, and I've been blind to it up until now. I didn't know a video game could do this to me, but I felt this strange sense of pride at being a Spy main. And no matter how annoying and overplayed Spy is in casual games, the TF2 community is more than willing to nurture another aspiring Spy. Speaking of which, the TF2 YouTube community is unlike anything I've ever seen. Uncle Dane, Lazy Purple, Mr. Paladin, the list goes on. The effort and clarity of rhetoric rivals that of the YouTube education community, and I don't take that statement lightly. I often forget while watching a TF2 video that they're just talking about a game. There's so much thought and back and forth. Just look at this. This channel released a video criticizing a weapon, the panic attack. Then, 4 years later, he makes another video about the weapon. The panic attack is good, actually. He discovered flaws in his position, so he switched sides. Or how about this video? Dealing with spies. This person made a video in response to that one called Dealing with Engineers. This is real discussion. The TF2 community openly encourages this back and forth, and watching their videos feels like you're stumbling across a conversation between two generals debating the best course of action in war. And that's what TF2 feels like to me. It's whatever art you can find in war. I haven't mentioned this so far, but TF2 also has a comic series explaining the lore. It's too much to get into, and I personally don't know all that much about it, but the main thing I understand of it is that this war you fight in TF2 is pretty pointless. It comes down to an old fight between two petty brothers over worthless land, and the mercenaries they hire are all horribly messed up people. This world you immerse yourself in is clearly designed to be horribly flawed in every way, yet in spite of it all, there is this ever-burning passion for the war. This feels to me like a story of humans trying to find meaning in a horrible and meaningless world, and it's beautifully brought to life in the game and its community. I think it goes to say that this is a very different expression of art than what I've seen in Minecraft. As I played more and more and got used to the feel of Spy and his weapons, I started seeing a familiar face hidden everywhere inside this game. I play a lot of Bedwars, and I realized eventually that being Spy felt a lot like I was playing Bedwars. I noticed this first when thinking about the game strategy. In Bedwars, I always want my enemies distracted. An ideal rush to me is one where I get to clean up a fight between two teams. Taking this to TF2, it's easiest for me to get kills when the enemy is distracted, and on top of this, the goal of Spy is to keep the enemy team fighting amongst each other. A good Spy can create a witch hunt scenario where the enemy is so worried about who on their team is the enemy spy that it distracts them from their objective. In both games, I want to create chaos for my enemies. And then I found it again in certain situations. As a spy trying to kill enemies, sometimes while chasing after the target I'm after, I'll find a new target that can be even more rewarding. So I'll quickly switch my objective and kill the new one instead. I realized that this is the same in Bed Wars. If I'm thinking about rushing a base, but see that the base next to it is easier and safer to rush, I quickly change directions and head to the new base instead. I only started paying attention to these Minecraft strategies when I found mirrors of them in TF2, and this, beyond everything else, made it clear to me that picking up TF2 did more than just give me a new experience. It also brought new life to my Minecraft experience. The TF2 spy taught me that Minecraft doesn't have everything I want out of gaming. There's so many worlds of untapped potential that are just a few clicks away. But he also taught me that I love Minecraft. The reason I want these new experiences is so I can better appreciate this block game. I learned about the appeal of roleplay and lore, and now I feel challenged to somehow bring that experience to Minecraft. I discovered an incredible new YouTube community, and so I made this video to try to bring some of that essence to the Minecraft community as well. And most importantly, I've learned that I can learn from other games. Trying out TF2 made me see Minecraft's combat mechanics in a different light. It showed me that there is potential for my Minecraft experience to become richer when merged with my TF2 experience. After playing TF2 for a while, it suddenly made sense to me why so many people play a variety of games. It's because playing one game influences how you play another game, and that game will influence how you play another one. Playing a game is not just about enriching your experience of one game, but about enriching your overall experience of all games. So, I've been converted. I now play games other than Minecraft. I don't know why it took me so long to get here, but hey, if you're like me and have been stuck on one game for years now, it can be eye-opening to switch things up for a change. Go, have some fun.